Good evening and welcome. Good evening and welcome to our Tuesday Night Live. We're so glad you're here. This live will begin shortly, and we're excited to share this journey with you. This is a space of kindness and encouragement, so let's be welcoming to everyone looking to better themselves. If you have questions, drop them in the chat or use the super chat to make sure it gets addressed. Thank you for being a part of our community. Let's make it a great night. It's my party, and I'll be late if I want to. I'd be late by like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. It's fine. It's fine. She's late. She's upstairs still. She'll be down here a short little minute. You know how she is. She's a little behind the times. It's okay. She's upstairs working in her eBay room, doing her eBay stuff, doing the things that she likes to do. Shauna, welcome back, Shauna. Looking forward to tonight. Me too. Evelyn is here. Hello, friends. Oh, we love you, Evelyn. And she's telling everybody, she's giving everybody an assignment. Hit that like button, share with us your weekly struggles and accomplishments. She understood the assignment. Now, Evelyn here says, we just purchased Animal to watch when we are done tonight. Well, so I watched this movie last night, this documentary last night. And for any of you that are curious about what's going on, so basically it's this guy. I don't know him. I've never heard of him before. I guess he was at Hack Your Health at Austin. And maybe that's when he started making this movie. I don't know. But I watched it last night. I mean, it's got all of the normals. It's got, Dr. Barry, Sean Baker, Anthony Chafee. It's got Dr. Kiltz. It's got even Dr. Berg makes an appearance. A couple others in there. And I didn't really, so just a kind of a brief overview for all of you, I didn't get anything substantially new out of this documentary. I don't get the idea that this was made for us, those of us who kind of live in this world, who are participating in lives just like this one or Dr. Barry's lives, who, people who know who Dr. Chafee is, people who know who, Dr. Sivas are, people who know Dr. Barry are. The documentary may not be made for us. It is made for people on the outside looking in. I don't know how compelling it would be for someone on the outside looking in, because I don't think that they were overly compelling with their evidence. And I know some people get upset when they go into the ancestries and they talk about, 15,000, 100,000 years ago, how we started eating things that started to impact our brain development, how we, became human and all, the forms that we are today. And there was one claim out of the entire movie that was made that I don't know where they got the information from. I don't know how I don't know how I take that information, but it was basically saying that humans, if we were eating a species appropriate diet nonstop from birth, we would be living about 120 years. But we're dying at 70, 80 years, and we're celebrating the fact that we live to be 90. And I'm not saying that that's wrong, but I'm also not, no, I don't understand. I haven't heard that from anybody else until this documentary. That's like the only true new piece of information that I heard out of this documentary. It's basically talking about and goes into some of the, some of the stuff that we've already known. For those of you who have read Big Fat Surprise, works by Nita Teicholz. If you've read anything by um I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He did Good Calories, Bad Calories, The Case Against Sugar, all these books. And I know that you guys will probably sound off in the chats with his name, and I don't know why. I can't remember him. I look up to him. I like him a lot. But I mean, I was super excited. Should ask Shannon when she gets down here the day he followed me on Twitter, and he only follows like 100 to 200 people. So it was like sometimes you get followed by somebody on Twitter and you look and they follow more people than follow them, or they have like 200,000 followers and they follow 100,000 people. So you're like, well, they just kind of follow everybody, but he doesn't. And Gary Taubes, yeah, Gary Taubes is that. And I adore Gary Taubes, and I think that there's a lot of this information that we've already heard and we've already really kind of know if we've looked at any of the information that we know. This is basically just a new shiny flashy packaging for the same old information as far as I'm concerned, and that's not a bad thing. I think it is repackaged and repurposed for the masses, maybe. They didn't go the route of that vegan documentary that came out about 8 years ago or whatever. They were like, every egg you eat, it's like smoking a cigarette. um Game Changer or whatever that was. I can't remember if that was the name of it. I know there was one called The Game Changer. It was about vegans working out and being, getting shredded in vegan diet and all that stuff. But I mean, all these plant-based documentaries that come out, they're flashy. They're kind of they're this one just was not as flashy. It looked nice. The editing was good, but I think there was a couple of stories I couldn't quite follow, and I can't remember her name. There was a woman who was, binging and purging and all that stuff, but she said something about her kid, and now her kid's not here. I couldn't tell if like her kid passed away or if her kid was taken away like by CPS. What the issue was. But I mean, because Shannon and I were both watching it, and she goes, "I don't understand what that lady's talking about." And I didn't. I maybe I need to go back and rewatch it because I just rented it for 48 hours. But I didn't find, like I said, I didn't find any information in that documentary that really blew my hair back. Nothing that we don't already know. So I don't really think, if you're on the fence, I would say give it a watch. Just rent it. I wouldn't buy it. Rent it. Um, it's like $5 to rent, $5.99, $6, whatever, $6.50 with tax, whatever it is. But I just look at that and I think it's a good, solid documentary, but it doesn't teach us anything we don't already know. I think because Dr. Barry posted about it on his Facebook today, and the comments were kind of all over the place. The comments were people saying, "I don't like when documentaries tell me about what happened 15,000 years ago. I don't think that's relevant." And some were like, "Yeah, just tell us that we're just to eat meat, and that's what we're supposed to do, and leave it at that." And I'm like, realistically, that's what happened to us with low fat diet. Doctors came out and said, fat's bad, cholesterol's bad, meat's bad, don't eat it. And we're like, cool. And that's how we got in this mess now. So I think context is deserved. Context is important. And you have to kind of go back and look at history. You have to go back and look at where this information is coming from, how we ate, how we evolved. And I know there's probably some of you out there who don't necessarily believe that side of things, but we're not going to talk on that today. That's not what this is about. But that was some of the arguments I saw in there, is people upset that it's not going biblically. And I'm like, well, I mean, not everybody follows that. So, I mean, there's that. So we kind of have to meet people where they are with all of it. And if we have evidence saying that things go back a certain place, then I think that's what we need to look at. But overall, I think it was nice. I liked the colors. I liked the editing. I liked the color grading was really nice. I thought that everybody had nice things to say. It's an important piece of information, but like I said, just for us and who we are and what we already know, I didn't find anything new. Before you fell asleep, we'll let Chandra get her mic on.
Hello.
She's here.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
So she watched with me a little bit last night, but I watched it really late last night, so she fell asleep.
So it seemed very much less documentary to me. There was some information in there, but I feel like it seemed very much more like a long infomercial.
Yeah.
I know that sounds bad. I don't think it was bad.
Well,
it was just like trying to sell us
on the fact that meat's good.
Meat, and I already know that. So I actually appreciated the parts about the history and why things have become this way and that way. But I feel like in order for it to be an actual documentary, it probably needed to spend time on those things, like a documentary. And I know that things have changed, like now that A&E is entertainment television and Discovery Channel is more like, ooh, aliens in space and
aliens.
Yeah, like historical aliens, and not that that's not a thing that could happen. I mean, it's possible. It's highly improbable that we are the only people or beings of our intelligence or greater across the entire,
now that you mentioned that about the infomercial style, it's like I kind of felt like at the end of it, it was kind of like they're just selling us meat. Like meat's good, everything else is bad.
Yeah,
I did kind of get that feeling like if it's either carnivore or nothing.
I feel that, and I didn't get through all of it, but the part that I did watch did seem very infomercial, less info, more commercial. You know what I mean? It seemed very much like I need to sell you this.
I mean, so I've got a package here, and it wouldn't have surprised me if they didn't have someone from them talking on this thing too. So let's take a look into this package, and then I got a super chat to get to from Sean.
Ooh.
But let's go ahead and open this up.
A knife.
A knife.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
So.
Anybody else love that movie?
That's a good movie.
Number 1 and number 2 were very good. The third one was meh.
I didn't even know there was a third one.
There was. It was bad. Can you figure it out?
I think it's glued somewhere else in here, but it's like.
Give it.
Oh, there it goes. I was pulling on the wrong spot.
He's opening it upside down.
So if you were curious about what we've got here, I've got carnivore bars.
Oh, I see.
4 carnivore bars. So this is about $700 with the carnivore bars.
It's not really.
Well, 6 is $95.
Jeez.
So 4 is about what? $15 a piece?
Let's math the math.
It's a lot.
So 6 is how many?
6 is $95.
95 divided by 6. That makes them almost $16 a bar.
Yeah. If you buy them singles, they're
4. That is $63.34, not including shipping.
So we got 4 bars here. We've got.
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
We got 2 zesty garlic and 2 salted. I did ask just for the savory ones because they've got ones with honey and all that. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about dehydrated meat with honey.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So when they reached out to me on Twitter and asked me if I wanted to try these, and I said I would love to try them. I was familiar that they were a company. I knew that people like, let's see, who promotes them that I know? Courtney Luna promotes them. I know I've seen her in their commercials.
I just realized the volume's on my phone.
Okay. All right.
I'm still listening.
But I didn't know how much these things cost. And one thing about us, before we even try these, before we even taste them or find out if we like them, one thing that we've always said on this channel is anything that we try, anything that we promote, because to be honest, they are kind of pushing me to be an affiliate. Mm-hmm. I've gotten like three messages on Twitter since they sent these to me, even after telling them that I was going to be trying these on our live tonight. Mm-hmm. They were like, well, here's all the information to be an affiliate. And I'm like, I don't know how to tell them. I don't know if I want to be an affiliate or not.
Because these are really expensive.
These are super expensive.
I mean, They're really
And
expensive.
I have to be honest, I know that like people like these, but I mean, okay, so again, back to what I've always said about this channel.
I just want to look at one while you're talking.
We are never going to promote things and tell you, you have to do this to be successful. Because it's not true. You can be successful on the cheapest ground beef, the cheapest eggs. You can be successful with hot dogs, whatever you can afford, buying gigantic roasts at like $4 a pound, $3 a pound, and do what I do and just take a knife and just basically kind of shave it by hand. Takes me an hour to shave a giant roast, but then I package them in little bags for her, throw them in the freezer, and then I cook them up. And what do you think?
They're good.
Yeah. I mean,
easy peasy lemon squeezy.
You don't need this stuff to be successful.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to think that this is going to be something that is satiating to me.
Well, it's hard for me to think that's going to be something that's worth the cost. I mean, if you're, a doomsday prepper and you like to have shelf stable items, for just in cases, I mean, reasonably with what's happening in the world right now, none of us would fault you for that. This would make sense, right? To have a box of these on the shelf.
Even if there's a McDonald's in the airport, for $16, you're going to be able to get at least 4 patties.
Yeah. I just feel like
or 4 double cheeseburgers without the bun.
Maybe
or whatever.
If you're a camper, a doomsday prepper, somebody who, backpacks across countries, okay, these might make sense. But if you're the average everyday human being who lives near a Walmart or a Kroger or a Meijer or any of the other millions of grocery stores there are, this might not be a cost effective or useful.
Okay, so my understanding from my research on these, just looking at them, they're 2-ounce bars.
Mm-hmm.
I think they contain...
This one says, and this is the salted, grass-finished beef, grass-finished tallow, and Redmond's real salt. And that's it. That's what it has for ingredients.
So this one's got 4 ingredients. Grass-finished beef. This is the zesty garlic. Mm-hmm. This is grass-finished beef, grass-finished tallow, pluck seasoning mix. I'm guessing that's where the garlic comes from. And then Redmond's real salt.
Yeah.
So 4 ingredients. So it's a 2-ounce bar. I think it's basically dehydrated meat. I think it's a 1/4 pound of dehydrated meat down to 2 ounces. So basically losing half of it.
And this may be something I don't know how to do. But some of you who have food dehydrators, you could probably make something like this in your own home.
It's basically pemmican.
And it may cost you less. So...
And they are high, and Charlie says way down here that they are very high quality ingredients, and I don't doubt that. But $17 for a snack bar
is kind of
because I don't see 2 ounces being a meal replacement for anybody.
Again, if you travel a lot, if you're
which one do you want to try first?
I probably just want to try plain.
Okay, let's try the plain one. Open it up.
I get my gum out.
All right.
Sorry, guys. A little gross.
While you're doing that, I'm going to look through some of these comments.
Yes.
Sherry says, happy almost birthday, Dustin. I need to pop out and get the pups some pupper food, but I'll be listening in the car. Fantastic.
Pupper food.
And Carrie said, welcome, Carrie. Darn it, I didn't tie the boat to the live stream, and there it is now. And Sean is here. I already said hello to her before you got down here.
Hi. Okay, it doesn't really have a smell. It smells like packaging.
Carrie said, I tried to explain the concept of a lunch break to my coffee maker. It just brewed another pot. A real caffeine addict. Yes.
And it's a little gray in tone.
I mean, it's just dehydrated, probably dehydrated powdered meat.
Yes, I hear you. I'm just saying it is not appetizing to look at.
And I'm probably sure it's probably got a weird texture too. So be ready for a weird texture you don't like.
Oh, I'm trying to be prepared.
I hear you.
You see me keep eyeballing it and smelling it, trying to be prepared. And you, oh.
And it's basically meat, fat, and salt. That's awful crunchy sounding. this woman.
Try it.
I'm just kind of waiting for your face to go away first because I'm loving it. I don't want to laugh and choke to death. It kind of smells like metal.
Yeah, it smells like the packaging.
Yeah.
It doesn't really have its own smell.
Why is it crunchy?
That I don't know.
Oh.
It gets a little better the longer you chew.
I guess that's what pemmican is like just really, really crunchy. Like, okay. I don't know how I feel about this. It's like I took pork rind dust and just like mixed it with some fat and some salt.
Okay, so
Just go ahead.
when you first bite into it, it's very off-putting.
And you should be paying me $17 to eat
It's
this.
like dry, but moist and crunchy. It has it has a texture of like butter with sand. The flavor gets better the more you chew it because it almost tastes almost gets a buttery taste.
Mm-hmm.
But then you realize that it tastes like you're chewing butter with sand in it. So that is also like disconcerting. Like you're just like, I think I picked the wrong word for that. But you're just like, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. Again, and then when you're finished, I have like a grease coating.
Yeah, it sticks
in
around
my whole mouth. And it's not selective. Like teeth feel it. Mm-hmm. Roof. Mm-hmm. Cheeks, tongue. Well, mm-hmm. It's like, yeah.
So I heard somebody explaining
it's interesting.
Cranberry juice. It's like cranberry. It's like this doesn't have cranberries in it, but somebody explained to me cranberry juice is like it's like a liquid that wants to be like it doesn't want to be a liquid.
Yes.
This is like
it's dry.
This is I don't know what this wants to be.
It wants to be buttery sand.
Yeah, I need some of that. And I'm not saying that this is I didn't know it was going to be crunchy. That should be in their ads. It's kind of weirdly crunchy.
It's slimy and crunchy. Okay, so again, here's the thing.
And I'm not.
The taste really isn't bad.
No,
it's very mild. It's very, like I said, the more you chew it, the more buttery it kind of tastes. The texture is very offensive. I don't know how else to describe it. It is exceptionally offensive. I feel like it just smacked my grandma in the face in front of me, like dug her up out of the ground and smacked her in the face in front of me.
This is like
that's how offensive the texture
is. This is like when you said a toddler in the backyard and they're making you something to eat out of the backyard.
And then they actually eat it.
Yeah, they're like, here, eat this. And you're like, no. And they're like,
open up.
It's like a dehydrated mud pie.
It's really offensive, the texture. It's really
And none of y'all who've tried this warned us.
The taste isn't bad.
It's once you get over the shock that it's crunchy. Like I'm sitting here and she takes a bite and I'm like, she's like, and I'm like,
I don't know.
No, that's the wrong. That's not what I'm supposed to. Snap, crackle, and pop do not belong in this
in a meat bar. If you all think
it's Rice Krispie meats.
If you all think this is something that you should promote, let him know.
If you guys want, I mean, I'm sure you'll get a discount from me.
Oh, I feel like there is a time and a place for this, and we may
you haven't eaten in a month.
We may be approaching that time and place within the year, seeing as all that's happening in the world right now. However, if you more like to fly by the seat of your pants and go to the grocery store, I'm sure you can find things that are more appetizing.
Stacey says she doesn't think we're going to sell many.
I can't help it.
I mean,
I have to be who I am. It is literally an offensive texture. Like like I am offended.
They were like, hey, I got an idea. We want to punk the carnivore community. And we're going to trick them into eating like It's like crunchy
My
modeling
mouth
clay.
still has a slime in it. I'm
like,
yeah, it's still there.
We're here. Eat this modeling clay we made out of meat.
You know what? The cat took a dump in the sandbox. Try it.
Well, let's not get sued.
Okay. It doesn't taste bad.
I mean,
the texture is so
the texture and the crunch is
bad.
The texture and the crunch.
Take a stick of butter, go out to a sandbox, roll it in it, then take a bite. You got it. You got it.
I don't know if this was a sponsor of that, but this I think it'd be like, ta-da! I mean, this is if I'm afraid to try. I'm like, I don't
want more.
No.
Like I said, the taste not bad. The texture is just it's mean. I don't like it. It's not my friend. I'm very much a texture person, and this has sold me on never eating another bite again.
Oh,
not once. We'll keep it on the counter. If there's a zombie apocalypse, we may eat one to keep lives going. But it is not okay. Here, scroll. What are all these things?
All right. Wait till we get to the bottom. Evelyn's like, you say it's your birthday.
It's my birthday too, yeah.
Yeah. If I known you were coming out of baked keto cake, yeah. I remember singing that song in like elementary school. If I known you were coming out of baked cake, you wrote me a letter. Whatever the song goes.
I'm still getting that
Out
of my mouth. I see. Hit the like.
Yep.
The like.
Carrie says I was rocking out. That was just the intro.
Nice.
Good on lots of water, Carrie. That's important. Yeah, I got to drink lots of water. Jerry says, "Woohoo! It's a movie review night. Grab your bowl of pork rinds and let's go. Do you want a bar of sand?
You want a bar of buttery sand?
Ooh. Oh my goodness gracious, everybody! Darth, so Charlie's like, "Hey, everybody!"
These things to me.
I didn't. They were like, they just punked us. They're like, "Hey, you want to try this? We'll tell you it's real good."
Surprised they didn't roll up in a white van, crack open the door.
I'd be like, this would be the best thing. Do you want to get in our van? I'm like, no. I mean,
Hi, Charlie.
The cost, the texture, I understand what they're trying to do. I understand the market that they're in, and I understand the demographic of who buys these.
Still in my teeth.
But no one has ever said, oh, this is crunchy.
And greasy.
Why is it crunchy and greasy? I mean, I guess it's greasy because it's made of beef tallow.
Yeah, but it's just not okay. It's just not. It's not okay. I am not okay.
See, Tanya gets it.
Still celebrating your birthday?
Yeah.
The whole month?
Yeah.
I know.
It used to be a week. I mean, it still is a week, really. Don't judge me. I celebrate your birthday more, but you're a stick in the mud.
I have to go to work.
I didn't say that.
Workplace.
You can put a hat on when you're there.
I'm not doing that.
Some tassels.
That is not the place that I work.
Oh. Well, whatever.
I mean, I'm still getting it out of my teeth and out of my mouth.
It's going to be like the beach.
It is. It's like having the beach in your mouth.
Shauna's saying she's adjusting to her total life change.
We're glad you're adjusting.
Jerry says, happy almost birthday to you. Happy almost birthday to you. Happy almost birthday, dear Dustin. Happy almost birthday to you.
He's going to milk this for the rest of forever.
You know what? My birthday's tomorrow.
I know.
I'll fight you.
Will you?
Mr. Delisle's in the house. Howdy, Dustin and all. Well, thank you for being here, Mr. Delisle.
Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, Animal.
Did you already say that Evil Lynn was here? Because I've seen her and I did not hear you mention it.
Yes, I did that long before you got downstairs.
Okay. That's fair. I was late. When am I not?
If you watch Animal, will you walk out on the drums? Yeah.
Oh, I love Animal.
They're moving on over to Rock and Roller Coaster.
I know. The Muppets are one of my favorite things ever. We used to watch The Muppet Show when I was a kid, and I've watched all the Muppet movies. I have to say, I really like Muppet Treasure Island, but
Muppet Christmas Carol is my favorite.
Muppet Christmas Carol is really good, especially when they're like, light the lamp, not the rat. Light the lamp, not the rat. But I love I don't know, the Great Muppet Caper and the Muppets,
Take Manhattan.
Take Manhattan. I wanted to say Meet Manhattan, but that's not right. Muppets Take Manhattan, all of those. I've watched all of them. I love them all. And there's one about Muppets in Space or Muppets from Space, the one where Gonzo's trying to find his family. Anywho, I love the Muppets.
Yeah.
Love them.
Jerry says she saw it talking about the documentary. Let's see. Ken is here. I'm glad to see you on the mend, my friend.
Ken. Yes, I hope you're feeling better.
Love you guys. Drink your electrolytes, Ken. They're fundamental.
It's what plants crave. Spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
Still in my teeth.
I know, it's like sucking up all the moisture out of the air, and it's humid here. Just put those around. It's like silica packets.
Crunchy, dry, and wet, all at the same time.
Tanya says, "Hello, all you meat munchers."
Hello, hello.
Did you know? I guess that beaver tastes really good.
I've never had it.
I guess it's considered aquatic, and you can eat it on Fridays.
What?
Yeah. Because you're only supposed to eat fish on Fridays. You know what I mean? Like, little. You know what I mean?
Next.
No, I'm being for real.
I hear you.
Beaver tastes real good.
You're a weirdo.
Mm-hmm. Charlie says, I was surprised with Sally Norton speaking about non-oxalate topics. Yeah. But they still brought up oxalates in there with her. And I was like, sometimes I don't know how true oxalate stuff is. I don't know, like there's like so many things out there that I'm like, we got to fix the bulk of this stuff first. I don't know.
Before you get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah, the nitty gritty.
Oh, the gritty.
They're gonna watch this and be like, "Can you send those back?" I'm like, yes.
Anyway,
Rick is here. Twinbrook Acres.
Hi,
Greetings,
Rick.
Earthlings.
Oh, I'm sorry for yawning.
Did I miss Cindy?
I don't know. Did you miss Cindy? I didn't see her.
I didn't. Someone said something about Cindy. Maybe somebody's saying something with the wrong name. I don't know. That happens sometimes. I was just going to say that Cindy sent me a birthday card and I got it.
Yes.
She wished me happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday to yous.
Happy birthday to Utes.
Yes. Oh, Risa's here.
Risa is here. Good evening, Risa.
Thank you for joining
98
us.
degrees.
It feels like 1,000,005.
They're playing in New Jersey? That's cool. Who's opening for them?
You're such a dork.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're super slow. People are just saying hi.
I'm going back.
Quicker.
I'm going to fight you.
Well, you got to be quicker than that.
Oh, I got you $1.
You got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, everyone just saying hi,
poker.
saying hi. Charlie says, I need to watch Animal again, but I don't think I'll be the carnivore version of Game Changers. Not as much of an emotional pull. Yeah, there was hardly any emotions to this kind of documentary. Documentaries typically, like especially when it comes to like this type of documentaries that look at an emotional component to it, because you kind of want to pull on the heartstrings of people watching, make them feel compelled, like oh, they're really talking to me. And I think
I feel like it just seemed like an infomercial.
A little bit, yeah. And like it's like when I first saw the guy who does it, the main guy, whatever his name is, he reminded me of like, I was like, I've seen him in something. But then I just realized he's not an actor. He just looks like he guy who like he played an actor on TV.
He looks like he's played an actor on TV.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not saying anything negative about this documentary, but I just think we are not the demographic for this documentary.
Yeah.
But I think to pull in the numbers that they're going to want to make changes they need, I think they need a little more heartstrings. And maybe whenever Carrie Mann's documentary sees the light of day, whenever that is, I don't know how long he's been working on it, a couple of years, I think. But I know that one's got some more like heartstring things in it where he goes.
See, I expect more factual information.
Yeah.
From a documentary. I expect you to show me actual facts And not that there weren't some, but again, it seemed very infotainment. Um, you know, like,
There's Cindy.
hi, Cindy.
We love you, Cindy. And guinea pig.
Thank you for sending
Your
Dustin a
favorite.
birthday
Your
card.
favorite is here.
Booby goats.
Yes.
Got them goats with the boobies.
I don't know. Why are they called booby goats?
I don't know, because they're goats with the boobies.
I guess.
They wear apple bottom jeans and the booby goats with the fur.
I don't know what to do with you. You can never ever say anything bad about me again.
You know what?
I mean, you're like
Booby goats gets it.
you did a full me.
I did not.
You did.
Yeah. I did better. I did a full me.
Carl's in the house. My buddy Carl. He says, "Let's celebrate with bacon."
Yes. You actually have bacon in the fridge.
I do.
You kind of burnt the crap out of that bacon.
Well, it's fine. There's no such thing as too burnt of bacon. Based on length of telomeres, yeah. I mean, I get it, but it's like, I mean, let's go. I mean, like there's been like one person recorded who lived to like 117, but they were like, I don't know. I don't want to live to be 117 if like I'm like sitting in the corner of a nursing home for 10 years from like 107 to 117. Just like,
I think the concept they were trying to construe is that if you eat healthier, you get better longevity. And yes, you should live to, in theory, we were designed to live to 117, whatever. However, that is not counting where society is, where we are as a human population, etc.
right.
It's more than just diet. And diet goes a long way, but it's more than just diet.
I mean, we're getting microplastics and
we're basing this on the length of telomeres. And I don't know the science, so don't come at me, bro. What are we comparing that to? Telomeres in other animals?
Other markers?
Markers in their own body? Like, what is that a comparison to? Because if you compare us to sea turtles, if they even have telomeres, and again, I don't know the science. I'm just
spitballing here.
Just throwing this out into general space. Sea turtles do live to 150 years old. Do they even have telomeres, or are ours comparable in size? Like, is it a length? Is that a measurement that is a consistent across species that we can compare to? And if it is that the measurement that makes the difference? Does that make sense?
Right.
I don't know. Anywho.
Naomi Jones is here.
Thank you for joining us, Miss Naomi. And if I just went off on a tangent that didn't make any kind of sense, that's fine too.
And Erin says she'll wait till it's free on YouTube.
Good plan.
I mean, I think that's a solid plan.
Oh, I'm going to have to try to chew my gum to get this sand out.
You sure you don't want another bite? Reese's out of here. Thanks. I'm supposed to stay cool. Target Prime Rib. Mr. Thomas is in the house. Hello, my friend.
Thank you for joining us.
And Tony or Mr. Delisle saying happy birthday to me, as well as to Evelyn, whose birthday was a couple of weeks ago.
Evelyn, happy birthday.
Yeah. Let's see. And Charlie saying happy B-Day to me. Evelyn says it's not really my birthday. It was just singing, yeah, yeah.
Well, when it comes around, now you know you've been told.
So let's see. I don't have a scientific brain. I just have to keep it simple. Yeah,
that's fair.
And let's see. Aaron says I have no idea. I think it's why they're called booby goats. I don't know if that's what that's for or not.
Because they got the apple bottom jeans and the booby goats with the fur. That's why.
So Charlie said they should have shown vegetables being tortured to elicit an emotional, but similar to Game Changers. Like, my thing is, like, I don't think we shouldn't be like torturing animals either. Like, I have and not to get into some kind of like ethical or like big moral debate or whatever, but I even have issues with like zoos. Like, I know we kind of need zoos to a degree, but like, do animals deserve to be kind of like
captured
and living in, like, even though it's the habitat, but it's like it's just it's a nice prison. It's an animal prison.
It's a lovely prison with an outdoor space.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? They can kind of come and go as they want or whatever.
You can spend hours in the yard.
Yeah. I mean, and I kind of feel bad about that. Like,
I say that, and yet we bought a year membership to the zoo.
So sometimes you're just like, it is like the lion just laying there like, I can't run 100 yards unless I go in a circle. You know, like, or like the cheetahs. The cheetahs, you can see the walking path of the cheetahs.
Yeah.
That's kind of like,
and they just lay there like.
Well, also it was like 80 degrees.
They live in sub-Saharan Africa.
Yeah, but they're also cats, so they sleep like 9.
They do sleep like
most of the
20 out of 24 hours in the day, but they freaking like they're used to the heat.
Yeah,
well, they don't have anything to run an attack though.
Yeah, they're not letting anything out, and I don't think
it's all right. We'll let you in next time.
You're the one that wants to get eaten by cats.
I mean,
yeah,
it would be a cool way to go.
And they'll be like, "Come on, that's not even sport."
Like this fat chick just lays.
She's like, "Just get me. I taste like beaver." Anyway,
will you stop?
I'm talking for real, like the animal. It's delicious.
Nobody likes you.
Yeah. So Evelyn says it was $9.99 to purchase off of Amazon.
Yeah.
And Sean, look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Sean, $50.
That is awesome. Oh, thank you. I'll take half.
I didn't do a super for Shander's birthday, so I'm making up for it now.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That is so nice.
Thank you to you and Shelt both.
And like I said, I will definitely take half.
Have you guys heard that new song by Oliver Anthony? It's about scornful women taking half.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're gonna take half, but that the math doesn't add up or something. It's a good song. Go listen to it. I like it. It's a really good song. It's got some good fiddle in it. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar's hot, but not for Louisiana band. Anyway. Your mom. Anyway, Holly Springer is in the house. Good
Thank you for joining us, Holly.
People are saying hello to everybody. You should say it.
Hello, everybody.
So Jerry said the woman was Judy Cho, and basically her son, I believe, was struggling with autism, and so they think she went to, and I thought she went to a lot of doctors. Okay, so there's probably more in here. So Ken says, "Happy birthday, happy birthday." I love it.
You're so spoiled.
You know what?
That's probably the whole reason he started this YouTube channel, was so that every one of you guys could just tell him happy birthday.
That's exactly why I do it.
I know.
Hours and hours of work for a happy birthday.
I wouldn't put it past you. Spoiled.
Let's see. Charlie says, hoping Carrie's Healing Humanity gets a lot of attention with the focus on different types of healing stories. Yeah. I hope that one's got the emotional component that I think needs.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more.
I got that feeling from the documentary, and I know that's just me. That was the feeling I got.
Carl says, we need competitive propaganda for this space. I think that is what it is. I look forward to watching. Yeah, I'm going to know what you guys think about it.
You know, I think it would work as a propaganda type of thing, you know, because it definitely feels like it's trying to sell you on meat, which is fine.
But I think they're trying to sell it to us, and we are already bought in.
Right.
Like, I don't know how well the outside community or the outside world
is going to look at it.
It's like, you are here because the outside world rejects you.
I'm going to put these things back in their box.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, I don't know how well like the outside world's going to really take to it. I think it was made with us in mind, but for them, because we already know that stuff. I don't know. Like I said, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dustin and Shander, if I watch Animal, I will get my drum set. That's right. Evelyn for $9.99.
Oh, Evelyn, that's so nice. Evelyn! I don't believe you're evil.
It's really hard to say, like, here's money for your birthday. I'm so evil.
Maybe it's for a nefarious purpose.
Yeah, she's so I can buy poison for you.
Probably.
Here, poison me.
Probably. You just did. I just ate that crunchy,
Maybe that's why some of them have honey in them.
crunchy butter sand.
It's like that magic sand.
Oh, yes. Probably exactly what you would imagine magic sand feeling like.
Holy
in your
Meat
mouth.
Bar.
Yes, Holy Meat Bar.
And Sean loves that movie. Crocodile Dundee 1 is my favorite.
This is a knife.
You call that a knife? Now they're not
You call that a knife?
They just
this is a knife.
over there. They just outlawed machetes.
We're not talking politics.
I know. I'm just saying that's the truth.
Tuck it away.
Yeah. Shauna says, if I had that much money, I'd go buy a steak. Right?
Yeah, it's kind of expensive.
Aaron says, I've got a 10% off code for those things if you guys want to hit it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know if you think I should be an affiliate. I just don't know if I have an audience that has a demand, or there's a demand with you guys for me to work with them.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's just it's really expensive. And that doesn't mean it's not valuable. I'm sure it has value. But it's very expensive.
Carrie says they're a veteran-owned company. I mean, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it's just got to be a product that I want to spend the money on.
It's like our friend who does the pods.
Yes, Fahad.
He makes an excellent product, and I really like it. But it's exceptionally expensive for what it is. So
they're delicious.
They're amazing, and he puts a lot of time, effort, and really maintains a good quality product into what he produces. At the same time, I can't reasonably ask my friends to spend that kind of money on a snack, and I know he sells it as a meal replacement, but be real, a little 1.5 ounce cup is not.
Yeah, that's never gonna. I don't care.
It's not gonna replace any one of my meals.
No.
And these bars are not going to replace any one of my meals. Again, unless it's a zombie apocalypse.
Well, the funny thing was, I think the commercial I saw with Courtney Luna, she was standing there and she unwrapped a Snickers bar, went to put a Snicker bar in her mouth, and it showed a picture of RFK Jr. And she goes, and then she puts the Snicker bar down. She picks up a Carnivore bar and takes a bite. Then it's like it shows another picture of RFK, like with a more approving look on his face.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
for a decent part of the population, that's not going to sell it.
No. No. They're going to be like, oh, because RFK doesn't want me to eat the Snickers bar, I'm going to eat the Snickers bar. Then again, yeah. So Evelyn says they've got the salted ones in the cruise goodie bag. I want to see if the garlic is worth it. Try the garlic
tonight.
You want us to try the garlic?
I don't think I can do it to myself again. I feel like it's unfair. Oh. Can we try it next Tuesday?
Well, you won't even be here next Tuesday.
See, can we try it next Tuesday?
So tell them why you won't be here next Tuesday.
I don't remember what I did.
It's July 1st.
Oh, I'm going out with Kathleen.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what always I do. So I'm going to be out with friends next Tuesday. But
I said they were expensive and I got ignored. I have been doing eggs, bacon, and hot dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
eggs, bacon, and hot dogs works.
Yeah. I love hot dogs. Let's see. I had a lot of fatty beef sticks from Kroger for snacks while hiking through Disneyland.
Yeah. I mean, we hit up the snack aisle and buy like jerky and stuff like that when we're on a road trip. We get the things that make sense at the time. And like I said, these might be good if you're a camper, if you are, a hiker, something like
if
that.
You just really love Rice Krispie meats.
If you just like the taste of buttery sand, whatever. But they might be good, if that's the type of person you are, or if I mean, it's really expensive, but if you might be in a situation where, money is going to be tight for a while and you might only be able to get in one meal a day, maybe that would be your one meal. Then
but
it's
not
maybe
enough, though.
I know, but everybody, you do what you got to do kind of thing. But it's not a bad idea to have a box of them on the shelf for when the S hits the fan. But I don't know that I would be buying them on a regular basis.
Just like eat dehydrated hot dogs.
Yeah.
Brian's in the house. Good evening, everyone else.
Hello.
Hello.
He said good evening to us too.
Oh,
earlier.
okay.
You missed it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, I'm not omnipresent, okay? I'm barely present at all.
Are you even a present?
I'm not even wrapped.
Where's your bow?
I'm not even whelmed.
Yeah, I just think
tomorrow we wear pink.
I'm wearing pink tonight. I have on pink pants. You know, there's my leg. Shit. Excuse my language. I just dropped one of my slippers on the floor. Now I've got one cold foot.
She's a ridiculous mess.
When am I not?
Oh my goodness. Naomi says, good. Cindy meeting with the roofer. Oh, I guess, I don't know. Something happened I missed. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to get my slipper back on. My foot's going to be too cold. I can't take it.
We had them come do our AC diagnostic today.
Oh, yeah.
So check this out. So we had, and I'm not going to give names to companies because you guys don't live here.
Right. Well, the one company is a nationwide company.
So we purchased our air conditioner unit in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Let me sit up. My butt hurts a little bit.
What butt?
That's exactly my point. Anyway, had him install our air conditioner. It was the day before the girl was born.
Yep.
Because I had to rush and get a cashier's check because my debit card was set up it wouldn't pay out that much. Like I couldn't spend that much money on my debit card.
Right.
I had it in the account, but there was like a 5,000 cap limit on my debit card.
Right. As there usually is, by the way. So in case you ever have large purchases, make sure that you know your limits on your debit cards.
Yeah.
If you're using a debit card.
Yeah. And I was going to try to expand that because you can expand the limit on your debit card. You can move it up or down. Say you don't want a 5,000 limit. You only want a 2,000 limit.
Right.
You can move it down to 2,000, or you have kids you're using a debit card. You only want them to have a $200 limit, whatever.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so I had to go get a check from the bank, run that over to the company, give them the money, then head over to the hospital, and then hold the girl because she was coming. We had to be there to catch her. So yeah, then like a couple of years ago, they came. Then we would have a regular maintenance through that company. We even had
we had a maintenance contract, so they would come out twice a year and check it out.
They would check the furnace side, the air conditioning side, and they would come and we had them put a water heater in, so they would come and flush the water heater once a year, which is very important, especially if you have hard water,
which we do,
and we don't have a water softener because we like to not feel greasy, and so.
Just rub that bar all over if you want to feel greasy.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so we had this contract through this company and they had been coming out for years. Well, last year when they came out.
Last year or the year before, whatever it was.
Anywho, they came out and they said, oh, you've got, what did they call it?
They couldn't call it mold.
All over the inside of your air conditioner. You're going to need to buy this couple $1,000 UV light thing. And I was like, no, that's BS.
Just spray it with bleach and use a toothbrush. I was like,
we can clean this, and because I cleaned our old furnace, you can just take off the panel and clean with a toothbrush for the most part and some bleach spray and clean off the coils. You do you. I'm not suggesting this for people who are not HVAC certified. I am not either. But you do you. And so I told them to kick rocks. I told him, we're not keeping that contract. Get rid of it. We'll find somebody else.
But when it elapsed, and then we went to this other company, and then she was telling me to just take the front of the air conditioner off and see if you can clean it. I was like, okay. I took all the bolts out of this thing on the front and couldn't get it to come off. And I'm like, I'm not trying to break this thing.
Right.
Because I don't know how to take it apart, and I'm not going to try to figure it out and not be able to get it back together again.
He's
Never,
not as
ever gonna back together.
Anyway, so we called a different company that's actually local to us.
Yes.
And had them come out, and they came out today and they looked in our furnace and air conditioner and they said, you have none. You have zero mold. You have nothing in here. Like, it's fine. I don't know what they were just trying to sell you some junk because you don't need that.
They showed me photos of inside of it.
Yeah.
Like, cool.
And it does not benefit them to lie to us and say that there's no mold because we would have to pay them to clean it, or we would have to pay them to install something. So they're telling us the truth because they have no reason they have no reason to tell us the truth. So it's obviously must be the truth.
Right.
They would benefit more from lying to us. And then they even asked specifically, was it this other company? And we were like, yeah. And they were like,
Yeah, that's what they do.
that's kind of a thing that they do. So just be aware if someone's trying to sell you a plot of land that's beachfront property, just know that they might be full of it.
Okay, Sean is asking someone who's good at math, how much protein is 2-ounce regular beef? So it's 4 ounces of beef into a 2-ounce bar. So it's 4 ounces of beef. So whatever the protein per beef is.
Does it not say protein and stuff on the packaging?
I don't know if it has anything. There's a
20 grams of protein. That is a 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
20 grams of protein in the garlic.
Let me see the bar.
And
Double check, make sure we're not both blind.
20 grams in both. So 20 grams. That is a 2.
It looks like a 3.
It's
but
a fancy 2.
Yeah.
20
400
grams.
calories. 0 carbohydrates, I think.
And 35 grams of fat.
Yeah. So I mean, it's what, 20 grams of protein. That's like a fifth of your daily requirement, bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like a bare minimum, that's a fifth of the bare minimum of 100.
But maybe a good thing to have on the shelf for just in case the S hits the fan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. Evelyn says that they have a sample of pluck that they need to try. That's the seasoning of garlic.
Yeah. Well, tell us how you like that. Let's see. Like you can buy a big tube of ground beef for that. Yeah, you can make you can make this because basically pemmican is you're taking all the fat out of the meat, making it dry and crunchy. I should have realized it was crunchy, but I've never tried pemmican. I just know what it is. So say you take $35, that's 2 bars, 17 and 17 is like 30 some bucks, right?
Okay.
So
34, yeah.
So basically that's a 10-pound tube of meat. So 10 pounds, you can make a bunch of those bars. Then you can get your whatever fancy beef tallow you want to mix into it, whatever spices you want to mix into it. I know traditionally pemmican is made with blueberries.
Huh. Weird. I can't say that would taste better.
No.
Again, it doesn't have a bad flavor, but the texture is aggressively offensive.
It's tough to get to the flavor.
Yeah.
Because there's just the texture. The texture is punches you in the face.
Yeah.
It's like if getting licked by a cat was a food. You know what I mean? Have you ever been licked by a cat and it's like sandpaper, but then you're like going to turn that into food.
And add butter.
Stacy says, we bought a big fatty chuck roast at Costco, sliced it thin, dehydrated it at 165 for 6 hours, just added salt.
Nice.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Be call number 3, and you can know what delicious is too. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. I always watch Chan's face view of her. I was like,
I tried. I did. Like I said, the taste gets better the longer you have it in your mouth. But the dry but greasy, crunchy, sandy texture.
It's like wine. Have you ever had like really expensive dry wine? It's like it's liquid, but but it doesn't want to be wet.
Yes.
You know?
It's like, have you ever had an unripe persimmon?
No.
Oh.
I didn't grow up rich.
Oh. That's not rich.
I didn't grow up rich. I don't even know.
That's not rich.
I don't even know what a persimmon is.
It's a fruit that's not really a fruit.
That's not even a stripper's name.
It is a fruit that is just the most wrong fruit ever. And if you take a bite of it, just the inside parts of it, it's simultaneously wet like mush and yet sucks all of the moisture out of your mouth. Every bit of it. And doesn't matter how much you drink, it takes like 2 hours for it to come back.
Carrie says, happy early birthday, Dustin.
Thank you, Carrie.
You're the best, Carrie. And Troy says, I think each is supposed to be, I couldn't remember if it was a half a pound or a quarter pound, basically dried into 2 ounces of whatever the beef plus the tallow plus the salt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is what I like to see. Shauna says, just by the way, I got a great review from all the supervisors from my new clients, etc. See, that's what I'm talking about. And Brian says, happy birthday to Evelyn and Dustin.
Yes.
Just don't look at Chandra and eat it. I guess he was telling me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and make my own pemmican one of these days. Yeah.
See, and I, again, if you know what to expect, then that's okay. But I was smacked in the face by this. Somebody dug up my grandma and smacked her in the face in front of me, and it makes me feel bad.
Look what Shauna says about you.
Oh, thanks to Chandra's face in my bank account, I'll be saving money.
Yes.
Yes.
The way that her bank account is set up, she can't look at your face and then buy it.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So,
Carrie said it too.
Yeah, look at From Chase Made Fun. Yeah. So basically, there's so when I looked at the packaging, there was you buy one bar, a sample bar, $17. 6 is $95. 24 was like $365 or something like that. And then to buy 50 of them, you get them in a ammo box, an ammo can for $700.
See, again, I think if you're a doomsday prepper, you could probably find reason to get that, if not to make your own.
I mean, that's you're going to bury that in the backyard and then in case of.
Right.
But everything else is I'm going to eat this as I'm getting bitten by the zombie.
Yeah.
Take me, Calgon, take me away.
I mean, if I had the choice, I'd probably go with a zombie.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Sean says he gets his 30-day review from his supervisor. It's been 30 days already.
Oof. I hope it's good.
I mean, you showed up every day, right? I think you're golden after 30 days. You know what I mean? It's what can they really, you showed up, you didn't hit anybody, you didn't pee yourself. You know what I mean? These all things that within 30 days, they're going to be well, he didn't smell like poop when he got here. You know what I mean? I don't know. What can you know in 30 days?
I don't know. I can know a lot of things in 30 days.
Well, not everybody is as smart as you.
That's not true.
I'm not as smart as you.
Well, that's definitely true. But
here, I think I got some ticks. You want to eat them for me?
I'll beat you up.
Trevor says penguins make the best pemmican. Try beaver pemmican.
I think
pelts. Her face tells me my results of those too.
I'm not trying to dissuade you all from eating them. I'm just saying.
So Nita from Ketogenic Woman has a pemmican bar knockoff. Yeah, I think there's no reason you shouldn't make these. If you like these and you want to buy 50 of them and you've got an extra $700 lying around,
I imagine you could probably make your own for cheaper.
You could literally make if a pound goes into, say there's 2 pounds or 2 bars and a pound of meat, right? So then you can make 20 out of a 10-pound tube of hamburger.
Well, but you're not counting the other ingredients.
I hear you, but I'm just saying. Yeah, and Shauna's dying laughing over there. It's crunchy cold lard.
It really is. It really
Beach
is.
meat. Aaron says, maybe if I was starving.
Yeah, see, it's doomsday prepping. I mean, if you have a couple, set them on the shelf. They'll be there forever.
Crunchy lip gloss.
Yes. Honestly,
I want to see.
When I was eating it, I was kind of thinking like lipstick. This is kind of.
Do you know what I would like to do? If we could, we can't post it, but just film our girl's reaction taking a bite.
Oh, that would be so awful. She would not. I don't know if she would taste it.
Now she'd be like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
No.
She would look at it and be like, "No, it's not a color I think she would eat."
Yeah. Best eaten if you're in ketosis. I mean, that's just best eaten if you're
dying.
If you're just somehow they can feed it through a tube.
Aye.
Let's see. It wants to be buttery so bad. Buttery sand so bad. Buttery sand. Sounds delightful. Not so. Cindy has a box of 6 that she's not tried.
Try them. I want to know what you think.
Yes, on camera.
Yes. I want to know if you confer, if you agree with me.
I want to know. I want to know.
The fact that I'm still getting crunchy bits in my gum. It's interesting.
Yeah, we're like 40 minutes behind.
Well,
That's fine. We'll be sending this review to them. I wonder if they'd still want you to be an affiliate. I don't think they really care. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes, Tony. Yes, Mr. Delisle. A Nestle Crunch meat bar.
Ew.
If you want to try them right now, Aaron's got a 10% off code for Booby Goats.
Yes, Booby Goats.
I think the crunch is the coarse
jeans.
Redmond's real salt. It didn't even taste salty.
No.
It just tasted sad. It's like crunchy
jeans, the goats with the fur.
I can buy a nice big ribeye for about $16.
Yeah.
I can buy that's what they're going for at Costco now. A ribeye, $16 a pound.
Yeah.
Carl gave me his. It's okay in my opinion. I'd rather have a keto brick. I don't even like keto brick either. I know that's a hot take, but I'm not. I mean,
I think the thing is that we haven't tried them any other way than just kind of
biting off the brick.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
I think if we tried it doing other things with it, that it might be better. But just biting it off the brick, it's like dry and powdery.
I don't think you're gonna sell many. Jerry says the pluck was what I used yesterday to make the roux of my BB&E stew. Yeah, I was like, what is that? What is pluck? I'm like, oh, it's the seasoning packet.
Yes.
They dried out meat, ground it up, and then added room temperature meat, fat, and spice mix. I think if I was hiking and ate it for energy instead of trail mix, then it would be ideal.
And see, that's what I'm thinking. Like if you're a hiker or you backpack across Europe or it's portable, they're small. I mean, they're like yay big. And again, the flavor isn't bad.
Modeling clay.
the flavor isn't bad. It's the texture. The texture is just bad. There's no other way to put it.
You get a pound of Euro meat for $10.50.
Heck yeah.
Stacy says, it did just change the litter box.
You just roll a stick of butter in it. You'll know how it is.
I don't call those dog treats. I don't know.
It is kind of gray and does kind of look like dog food.
I bet a dog would love those.
I bet a dog would love those.
They'd be
Not worth it. Your dogs are wonderful and I'm sure everybody loves them. That is a lot of money to spend on one dog snack.
Carrie says something like a good idea, cool idea. Of course, if I did that outside right now, the butter would melt in the sand. Yeah. We love you, Shauna. She says, OMG, I'm so glad I was home for this evening for this. Can I have your other 3? Possibly. We'll work out a deal. I bet even zombies would pass and be like, there's no brains in it. Brains. Oh. Keep it in the freezer. The tallow will turn rancid.
Oh, well, then we probably need to put them in the freezer.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if they're better frozen.
Pop. A meat pop.
Probably break my teeth.
I am a meat popsicle.
Yes.
Put your hands in the circles. I identify as a meat popsicle. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No.
It's Fifth Element.
Oh, never mind. I hear you.
Hey, it's Carnivore lip scrub.
Yes.
If there's a zombie apocalypse, you might be able to throw that and get some zombies to chase it.
Maybe.
Yeah. You're up, batter.
I gotta go get the beep.
I soaked in a bathtub with very cold water. I have been putting an organic aloe vera on all over my body. Sounds fun.
Carrie, is that an invitation?
Oh, a little far away to get to Texas.
Oh.
And Carrie says you can send me all the bars. I've got a bunch of keto bricks I need to offload to you people.
We never did our 5,000 giveaway.
I know, 6,000. I've got to make it, and I've got all the stuff to do it. I'll probably put a bunch of bonus stuff in there you guys don't even know about.
You don't even know.
You don't even know?
You don't even know.
You need a warm liquid to melt the tallow off your taste buds.
I thought my saliva would be enough, but apparently it isn't.
So Evelyn, my Walmart section of Porking Good pork rinds got smaller. Ours is the same size. I just haven't been buying them because we've been doing triple B&E. I've been buying other crap instead.
Yeah. Although I think I want chicken tonight.
You want chicken tonight?
Feel like chicken tonight. Like chicken
So
tonight.
we can go and get you some chicken?
Chicken tonight. Yes.
Okay, I'll go get chicken for you. Pork and Good comes from the hometown of Cuddy, Wisconsin. Yeah.
Woo.
Cuttery, Kahathi, whatever that is.
Whatever.
I can't read. It's fine.
Yes, the salted butter is very good.
Yeah. Let's see. Your birthday is here. Chandra Fozzie the Bear is my favorite, says Carrie.
Yes.
I'm trying to get caught up some here.
Waka, waka, waka.
Yes.
The Swedish chef. Yes.
Bark, bark, bark.
Hoordy, hoordy, hoor.
Mm-hmm. Sherry says, OMG, I'm walking through Tractor Supply with my cart to pick up puppy food, and I have the headphones in, and I'm laughing my ass off while you were taste testing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the chat just looks weird. Turn beaver. No, but I'm serious.
Took a weird turn. Hashtag beaver.
I'm serious about animals that you could eat beavers. They're like fat and chunky.
Okay.
I'm being serious. I'm not being sick or gross.
Wanda had a big brown beaver, and she
showed them off all her friends. One day, you know that beaver tried to leave her, so she caged him in a cyclone fence. Along came Lou, the old baboon, said, "Recognize that smell? Smells like 7 layers. That Bakery's Taco Bell." Anyway. Amy says, "Hi, everyone. Just got home from the ER. My brother, who had a serious work accident and sliced his arm open. He was very lucky. I'm exhausted, but trying to make food for Saturday's meetup."
Oh my goodness.
We're glad he's okay.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm done with emergencies for this week because she had like a big tree land on her barn.
Yeah.
It was like 200.
You're having a bad week.
Yeah.
You know what? The weekend's just around the corner.
And she'll be in Ohio. She's going to that meetup that I'm not going to.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a good weekend.
Because I won't be there.
Yeah.
That's true.
That makes my weekends better. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see. We love you, Amy. We hope your brother's doing okay.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy.
Let's see. Sat in the room. The whole time I was surprised I could handle that gruesome sight. It's amazing what you can do for loved ones, or if they pay you enough.
Well, yeah. Well, and I don't know, you get desensitized when you work in it, you know. Sometimes it's still gross, but you just go, okay, this is what I'm doing now.
Yeah. So Zane Griggs is the guy that did the documentary, right?
Oh.
Okay. Amy says that she thinks Carrie Mann's will be more emotional. Chris Bear is here. Howdy, howdy. He saw Weird Al Yankovic last night.
Oh, was it any good? Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Yeah.
Here.
Amy says, I think it'll be okay. Just a little worried they didn't have him give him antibiotics or wrap the wound. Chandra could probably speak to that.
So they don't typically give empirical antibiotics anymore. The reason being is because we've had such an increase in superbugs, which are truly superbugs. MRSA, CRE, VRE, all of these things that where people get antibiotics and they don't necessarily need them. Usually for a wound and something like that, they'll clean it very well and dress it. And they may put on a topical antibiotic. I'm going to take a drink. In a dressing for that wound. If they didn't wrap it, it kind of depends on what's going on the inside. So a lot of times they won't wrap a wound if they're concerned that the tissue around it or inside of it is damaged enough where it could die. Because if you seal that in, you can cause more problems. Other things are what else could be in the wound even after being cleaned. Like a lot of human bites and animal bites, they no longer sew closed because they need them to stay open for anything to come out, right? So your body's going to create pus and expel the bacteria and the funk and the stuff. And if it gets worse, then they will put you on an antibiotic, but typically your body will have a reaction and will be able to expel the majority of the stuff. As long as it remains a localized infection, they may put like a local antibiotic treatment on it. The other thing to be concerned about, depending on the size of the wound, is something that's called compartment syndrome. And what that is like, okay, anytime you get an injury, right, your body sends stuff to the area in the way of fluids, of white blood cells, of, so if you think about it, like you bump yourself or you cut yourself or whatever, and it swells, the area swells. That's your body sending all of those, hey, we have a problem. I'm going to send all the things we need to fix it, right? Well, there's a limit to the amount of space in particular areas of the body, specifically in the capsules that hold the muscles, right? And it puts you at risk for developing something that's called compartment syndrome, because you are going to have swelling in an arm or a leg. It's more frequent, more probable to happen, because you have a limited amount of space in that appendage. So what they will often do is leave a wound open so that the body can swell and then relax. And then once it's relaxed, they'll do more of trying to help that wound heal and close. But that initial swelling can sometimes be so intense that if the swelling causes pressure to the muscles in the area, it can actually damage and destroy those muscles. And compartment syndrome is a medical emergency. You would have to have a fasciotomy, if not more than that. So essentially going back in and reopening the wound or cutting into the muscle compartments around the wound to allow space for that swelling. So not closing it is not surprising. It can be disgusting, and a lot of people don't like it. And it can also allow for, infection to start. But at the same time, leaving it open allows for that flexible swelling. We want it to be able to swell. We want it to be able to retract. As far as leaving it open with no dressing, if they did a washout, which they probably did, at least clean the wound out, then they'll probably wait for signs of infection before starting an antibiotic. So they'll probably be tracking things like white blood cell count, temperature, making sure that there isn't any other outward signs of inflammation, like redness, swelling. Obviously, we're going to expect swelling initially, but for once that goes down, to not come back, any pus-like excrete, word, any pus-like secretions. Sorry.
So, what kind of dressing would they use? Like French, Italian?
Hilarious.
What? So
hilarious. So Amy, I hope that they, I'm assuming since they left it open, he's probably going to be staying in the hospital for a few days.
Pretty sure it's banana for scale. I don't know what that.
I don't either, but yes.
Welcome, Chris.
Always banana for scale.
He said way down in the chat, he said that it was everything he hoped it would be, and he would 5 stars, would see it again.
Oh,
Weird Al, yeah.
Weird Al, nice.
Just Jason Keto, my friend, is here. Good evening, Mr. Just Jason Keto.
Thank you for joining us.
So Chris is wanting to go live about 8:40-ish. So
we need to get our groove on.
Yeah. My mother-in-law is 94. Birthday was yesterday. My mother-in-law's 94th birthday was yesterday. I took her out from the nursing home, and she ate a sundae the size of her head. She's 94. So even if you're 80, even if you're 60, I mean, realistically,
Well, before your grandma passed,
yeah,
I brought her margaritas. She wanted margaritas.
She had a whole sip, and she's like, "Ooh, I'm really feeling it."
She literally had less than a mouthful, like a half a mouthful, and was like, "Oh, it's going to my head." But that's an old people thing. That's what they do.
Yeah.
But she loved it.
We took her cake and pie and whatever. Like, just took her a whole bunch of stuff and
whatever she wanted.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And flowers and all that stuff. We knew it was the last one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Evelyn, you can't tell me what to do. You're not my father. Sorry, I was channeling Luke Skywalker. Oh, my goodness. Brian Doyle is in the house.
Thank you for joining us, Brian.
Let's see. I'm just trying to...
We need to hire somebody who can do that for you.
Jaheel is in the house. Good evening, Jaheel. He says, hi, Evelyn, Auntie, Sherry, Bradley, everybody.
Rock your body.
Yeah.
Backstreet's back.
All right. Anyway,
Sorry.
that's my birthday's actually tomorrow, the 25th. Tomorrow, you get to start planning for Christmas because it's only 6 months away. Exactly, to the day.
Yes.
I'm excited that Jahil is here.
Jahil said he would be in and out real quick.
Manly popped in to tell everyone to behave, especially Dustin and Chandra.
We try.
He's not the boss of us.
We just sang about Wanda's big brown beaver.
Yep. She shows off all her friends. Let's see. Birthday's tomorrow. Unfortunately, Evan, I wish my dad would. Well, Dustin wouldn't even be bothered to be a proper Gemini.
Right? True. I'm a proper Gemini.
I'm a Cancer.
He is a Cancer in my world.
It's true. I'm a growth that she can't get rid of.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
My mom always says, be good and have fun. And I said, make up your own mind. I can't do both.
Yes.
Oh, oops. Let's see. Jill says, oops. Would have left me his millions, but they got stolen. So now I'm forced to work. I could maybe show some shoulder for money, maybe a bit of ankle, but I'm pretty classy. I pretend classy.
I'm also pretend classy.
Did you see that plastic thing that in his backyard that I sent you?
No.
Well, I sent it to you a couple days ago, so if you haven't seen it by now, it's long gone.
No.
I send so much stuff to her. She doesn't love me enough to watch my memes.
So here's the thing. He sends me stuff in Messenger, direct messages, as well as on Instagram. And
probably elsewhere,
and
too.
I think on Facebook, too. Like, he'll post stuff. Did you see that? No, I didn't see that. Stop blowing up my phone.
It's my love language.
Your love language is memes from the internet?
Some of the AI, that new AI stuff is getting so wrong. I'm here for it. Oh my goodness. So there's this new Star Wars stuff. It's these stormtroopers and they're vlogging everything. Like, Darth is sending us to Hoth and I hope we don't freeze to death. I'm like, what? We're on our way back to the Death Star. It's like so good. It's so good. But you could, yeah. Sean says, I heard that Oliver Anthony song the other day. It was really good. I've listened to it a couple times now.
I have not.
I like his haunting voice.
I don't know nothing about it. Haven't heard it.
I'll play it for you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. What did you think of the song I sent you last week? And I listened to just a couple of seconds of that. I need to go back to rewatching. I forget what I was doing at the time. And then I forget to go back to things. I'm terrible. Just Jason Keto donated or gifted 10 memberships.
Woo! Thank you, Jason. That is amazing.
Courtney got a membership. Robin Keto, a carnivore grandmother, got a carnivorous grandma got one. Pam Smith, Dennison Oyo.
He's gonna butcher it.
Yeah. Joe's Atmosphere, Wallflower, Tyrone Kane, Dana Nutch. Duck, go fast. Oh, lady. Oh, all right. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jason. That was awesome.
Charlie just RSVP'd to this Saturday's meetup. Hopefully see some of you there. I will not be in attendance. I am going to be at a party at my aunt's house. Woo, woo.
I will be at work.
Yep. Let's see. Happy birthday from Booby Goats.
Yes.
I love it.
Goats with the fur.
Sean says, the good thing about getting money online, you don't have to feel guilty about throwing away the card after a few weeks. I don't throw away cards. I'm really bad at it.
I throw away every card and I don't feel guilty about it. I always tell him, don't buy me flowers. Don't buy me cards. If you want to do that, just throw a $5 bill in the garbage can.
I just go to Dollar Tree and get a $1.25 card.
I don't want a card.
I hear you.
I don't want flowers either.
Eva Lynn's talking about 5-year-olds in the Philippines carry their own machetes. They scurry up a tree and cut down their coconut, shave it, stick a straw in it, and say, $1. I want to go.
I'm very ambitious children.
I'm trying to talk her into moving to Thailand.
I don't want to.
It's gonna be fun.
Have a house here. Have a life here. Have a kids here. I would like a machete.
It is tomorrow, Jahil.
Tomorrow.
Chris says, I think everyone deserves health, regardless of political views, religion, or any other consideration. I keep that stuff out of business.
As you should.
Yes.
Yes, we agree.
Let's see. Shauna has a butcher knife.
It works equally as well, depending on what you're trying to do.
Pam is thanking Just Jason Keto for the membership.
Super cool.
Aaron says, to be perfectly honest, I've been affiliated with Carnivore Bar for almost a year. I've only sold one. I became an affiliate by accident. I just contacted them to get some free bars. Yeah.
I mean, they're okay. Again, they're worth a try if it's something you think that you might utilize, if you have a reason for it. I wouldn't say go splurging just for splurging's sake. But, if you have a reason, we're going to be backpacking through Europe, or I'm going to be camping, or I'm going to be hiking, that kind of stuff. That makes a lot of sense.
Stephanie is here. Good evening. She
Hello,
says, hello,
hello.
good fellows. Carrie has a great thing. She's like, what do you call a goat that always wears shirts? A goat tee.
Yes. I love it.
Yes.
They're my favorite jokes.
I'm trying to scurry through these.
Yes. Hustle.
Yeah. Let's see. Jaheel.
Oh my goodness. You guys are ridiculous tonight. Thank you.
For $50, Jaheel says, get yourself something sexy to wear, Dustin.
Ooh.
It's not wear nothing. Anyway,
he's gonna get tassels.
Yeah.
He's gonna shake.
I'm
gonna
figure out how to get them to go the opposite directions. And then have Chandra strut you around town to tempt anyone while she laughs and screams, he's all mine. Too bad. So sad.
Yes.
She would not. She'd be like, do I hear $3?
Like, you got $1.
All right, fine. Just $1.
You gotta be quicker than that.
All right. Anybody got some French fries?
I don't even like French fries. Well, that's not true. They're meh.
Jason said UV cleaners and the whole home humidifiers are the biggest waste of money. Yeah.
Agreed.
I think the HVAC UV lights are a scam.
Well, so like I said, the guy said, the last time they were here, oh, you've got mold all over there. We need to get you one of these lights. And then the new guys come out and they go, there's nothing. You've got nothing growing. And I was like, of course we don't. It's a new unit. I mean, it's not that new. It's newish. New to us. Well, it was new, but new a couple years ago.
Charlie says Dustin's making it rain dollar bills and his dollar bill, y'all.
Tell him to get up and shake his money.
Wu-Tang forever. Let's see. I want Chandra to fight someone and end up on TikTok or her man.
Oh, see, that's a thing that's probably never going to happen. We had this conversation years ago, that every day we are together, it's a choice. You choose to be here. I choose to be with you. You choose to be with me. I will not fight anyone for him. He needs to fight to want to stay. I need to fight to want to stay. But we're not going to fight other people for each other. The fight is, that other person I'm with is making me angry. I'm going to fight through whatever it is to stay together. We don't fight with other people.
Well, usually it's just the kids.
Usually it is just the kids. The kids are frustrating.
Charlie for $25.
Charlie, you are amazing.
So we may need to call the fire department to help blow out all those candles. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much.
46 is a lot of candles.
46 is a lot of candles. It is.
It's 30 more candles than 16 candles.
16 candles. Back in the day. I don't remember having a 16th birthday party.
You probably didn't. Your parents like to forget your birthday. Now it's on the calendar. They do those. I think they've signed all these things like a year in advance, and they're just going out.
Yeah.
Sherry says we got a new El Pollo Loco just opened yesterday. Passed by on my way home, and the line is trying to get into an In-N-Out in California. Oh yeah. We're getting a Wawa opening soon, and I know there's one just opened up around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Because
there's signs on the highway.
Yeah. The two guys that make videos, and I'll show you later. But they went in and they were like, because you have to order on one of those little iPad things in the store.
Oh.
They're like, boomers are gonna hate this. But they had like avocado bacon toast and all that stuff.
Huh. Weird.
I guess the food is supposed to be really good if you want that kind of food.
Yeah.
Sandwiches and all the stuff that we don't really eat too much. Yeah, Risa says Joe from 2KK did a video a while back on pemmican. Anita did too. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's ways you could do it cheaper.
Andy and Susan. I hope you're resting.
Hello.
They had to pick them up at 5 o'clock this morning, and then they had to drive home.
Oh, Lord.
Lord.
I hope you got some good rest. I hope the trip was wonderful. And Becky's here. Hello.
Becky says, I made it. Amy says, I love Dustin's measurements for doing a good job. I will be your boss. She smiled at least 3 times this week. Hey. Like,
she showed up to work.
She didn't hit me. You're fired.
I'm fired.
Oh, no.
I don't hit you.
Well, no, the girl does, but she's just
mildly aggressive.
Wait a minute, am I late? Yeah, I did start at 7 just because we've got some stuff to do tonight. We're ending here in a couple of minutes because I almost said 2KK, but Keto, Chow, Chris and Miriam want to go on a little bit, and we've been going since 7:05, 7:07, something like that.
Yes.
Because then I'm gonna as soon as we're done with this, I got to go get this woman some chicken.
Yes, I want B-dubs. I want some wangs. Chicken wangs. Bok, bok.
I'm late to the party. What is pemmican? It is Carnivore bar.
Dried meat.
Sand.
And we tried these Carnivore bars. I would suggest rewinding and watching it.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's funny.
Yeah.
They sent these to us for free. They're very expensive. But they are something. They're just something.
So you 50 for 500. Just made tacos with that 10 roller burger. Yeah.
Oh.
Pelican. I would eat pelican.
Pelican?
Pelican, yeah.
I bet it tastes like chicken.
Probably just like chicken, they say. Welcome back to the same old place that we talked about.
Oh, I have hiccups now.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Evelyn. I'm trying to get through these because we've got to end here in a couple of minutes. What kind of bars are we talking about? Not those kind of bars. We're talking about carnivore bars.
I mean, we would take gold bars, but...
we would also take gold bars.
Oh,
Taste of Sandy's sadness.
Yes.
I mean...
Yes. Take a stick of butter, roll it in some sand or kitty litter. Your choice.
Is Sandy sad? And if she was sad, could you taste it? You never know. The more you know. It's like melting the keto brick into candy-sized bites.
See, I think we need to try it a different way because
Probably.
just eating it off the bar is not good. I'm trying not to have the hiccups. I don't know why I have the hiccups.
My sister hiked to the bottom of the Grand Canyon in May, and she needed a quick energy and brought them. Okay.
See, I feel like that's a really smart idea to have them for something like that.
In a life or death situation, you're like, death or this thing? It's a toss-up.
I honestly, they don't taste bad.
Yeah.
The texture is... No. It's a no from me.
Reese is talking about the different pluck seasonings. She likes the garlic and the spicy. Never was there a beef organ meat in them. I seasoned the dog's chicken with the pure.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice.
Never thought about seasoning dog food before.
Well, we don't have a dog, so.
Dustin is quoting Corbin Dallas from the beginning of The Fifth Element. I am a human meatsicle. I love that.
Oh, dang it. These hiccups are sucky.
Yeah. Sir, are you human? I am a meat popsicle. I love that. I want them.
It's been a long time since we've seen that.
It has. Scott Elliott's in the house. Good evening.
Thank you for joining us.
I'm trying to get through these comments. We're still 20-some minutes behind.
Good night, you're
I'm not going to the meetup in Ohio on Saturday, says Stephanie. And then Chris is asking when we're leaving. We're probably going to be done here in just a couple of minutes. About 8:40-ish. But it's 8:40 right now. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of these comments. I am. Sonny's here. Good evening, my friend.
Thanks for joining us. Sorry, we're fixing to leave.
Yep. My birthday is tomorrow, Sonny. But I mean, we're not going live tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We're going bowling tomorrow.
Wish I had no hiccups
That's
tonight.
true. My AC unit is 13 years old.
Oh,
It's
well,
a
happy
teenager.
birthday to your AC
Yeah.
unit.
46. Yes, I'll be 46 tomorrow. I'm going to have 59 candles this year.
Oh, 59's a good number.
It is. Hopping off. Shauna's out of here 4 minutes ago. We love you, Shauna.
Love you, Shauna.
And Chris said, welcome back for a few minutes. We're at 3 minutes, okay?
So slow.
Yes, Lily Dallas multipass. Chris says my birthday was way better than bowling.
You know what? Bowling with small children is fun.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
And then, she wins because she has the bumpers.
Yes.
Have you ever seen somebody get the bowling ball stuck almost all the way at the end of the lane? She figured that out.
Yeah, she rolled it so slow that it stopped.
Ah!
That's not helping.
No, sorry.
Not helping.
Nope. Anyway, we love all of you. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for the super chats. Guys, this was amazing. We appreciate you all being here. Thank you for the gifted memberships.
Thank you, Sean, Evelyn, Just Jason Keto, all the new members. Jaheel, Charlie, you guys are amazing. You don't really understand just how amazing you are. Thank you all so very much. You know how to make a guy feel special. With that, here are the credits. We love you, and I'll see you on Sunday, everybody.
Bye, guys.